What is going on, guys? It is that time of the month again. Ninja Kiwi is back with a new 3.0 update, and it's very reminiscent of update 2.0, aka 1 new hero and 2 new maps. So that's what we're gonna do today. It's actually gonna be the first thing I'm gonna do for the 3.0 update, but trust me, there's a lot more than that. But for now, we're gonna jump on over to the new map over here, which, if you didn't know, is called High Finance, and it is an advanced map. So I'm actually going to go on medium mode over here. Not because I'm too scared of hard mode, or I'm not skilled enough to beat hard mode, but I have looked into a bit of the patch notes and some of the reactions from the new hero, Benjamin, and it turns out, well, he isn't that great. At least not right now, and you'll see why in a bit, but for now, as you see, we can't afford him just yet, so we gotta place something else down in the meantime. How about a boat? Because if you're looking how the balloons move, you see they come from the top right and exit in the bottom left. I've actually already seen some footage of this, so I know how the balloons move. So I'm gonna just drop a boat over here, and as you can see, it's blocked by all these buildings, aka their line of sight. Let me just play the round. But yeah, here's how they move. Top right. And they basically go in an S shape, so they go all the way here, cross over the bridge on the park, and then loops around and then out the bottom left. And look at this, on the second round, the path actually changes, so it goes in a U shape. It's like this, from this road over here, down across the left side of the park, and then around and then back up. So yeah, it looks like the second path is a lot shorter than the first path. So I'm just gonna get that grave shot over there. Otherwise, I'm gonna lead to round 4, the deadliest round of them all. But yeah, I think at this point, we're gonna go straight for Benjamin. Also, forgot my free dart monkey. Let me place that down somewhere. Somewhere that's useful, so over here. And if you're noticing, I'm not attempting to place any other towers not in the center over here. One, because most of the balloons are going to be in the center, so it's better to have them here. And 2, well, you can't even place towers here because there's construction on them. But the good thing about this map is that you can actually remove some of these things. Like for $750, you can do that. Let me actually just place Benjamin right about now. As for where I want to put it, I don't know. The first thing I gotta say is he does not attack. If you don't know what Benjamin does, let me just explain it real quick. In fact, we can go to upgrades, and then I'll show you what he does, because he automatically starts at level 3 because of my monkey knowledge. So see, level 1 hacks in $100 every round, so essentially like a banana farm. Level 2, $150 per round, not half bad. So it's kind of like the hero equivalent of a banana farm. And level 3, well, let's just go back to the game. Here's his ability, or at least his first ability, Biohack. So the 4 closest monkeys pop an extra layer for 2 seconds. However, there is a drawback. They can't attack for 2 seconds after it ends. I think it's worth it, to be honest. You get 6 seconds of, like, basically double the popping power for 2 seconds of downtime. So not half bad. It's kind of like a glorified banana farm. Honestly, if my math is correct, I do believe Benjamin is more efficient than these banana farms, because looks like they're around the same cost. In fact, the banana farm may be a little bit more expensive, at least on the mode I'm on. And yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the banana farm only produce like what, $60 per round if it's 000? But Benjamin over here, he's already giving you $150 at level 2. So I guess if you use him as like a banana farm and not like a real hero in a sense, then that's how you get your money back. However, again, there is a drawback to him. There's a reason why I'm playing on medium instead of hard mode. Not just for like the easier balloons, of course, and easier rounds, cheaper prices, but because there's a huge issue with this guy that once he levels up, I'll show you why it's such a big issue later. But for now, let's look at level 4. Earns $1 for every new balloon spawned. See, I'm telling you guys, it's like a glorified banana farm. You see our money counts? We're not popping any balloons, but we're still getting money, which is not bad. In fact, that's really good. Like, if you can get him super early, you're basically gonna be set for the early game, because like you got all the money in the world to spend it on. Anyways, let's look at level 5. Bank hack. All banks earn 5% income. So you know what? You know what the most logical thing to do is? Yeah, you guessed it. Probably build some banks. So let me just find the cheapest real estate to get rid of here. That can, like, fit a bank. Can destroy us with 500 bucks. Sure, let's do that. I think that gives us enough space for one farm. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay, so for some reason I thought, all the land would be cleared under here, but, well, shit. So it's kind of like Cornfield 2.0 in a sense, except, it doesn't quite clear all the land underneath. I swear to God, I thought it would get rid of everything here, but no. Fine, let me get rid of this and see if there's space for a farm. Oh, I see. It's like a reverse, removing. You're actually building stuff, shit. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So can you still place buildings, or towers on here? Okay, you can, but you just can't fit a farm. Interesting. I did not know that. So the first map that actually costs money to build stuff instead of remove it. And building does not give you full placement of that area, huh? Well, good to know for next time I play this. AKA why I'm playing this on medium again. Anyways, what do I even do? Do I build this? This high-rise? Sure, let's do it. Our triple engineers putting in work. I think that's enough space for a farm, right? Indeed it is. Maybe even two. If I place it close enough. Let me try. Anyways, let's go back to Benji and see what his level 6 does. So level 6 restores 5 lives at the end of each round. Okay, so I guess that offsets the fact that we have no defense at all. Once we start struggling versus these balloons, because it looks like right now we need some help. But I kind of want to farm right now. Get a lead on my income. So yeah, again, I told you guys that I have read up on some of the reception to this new hero. And one of the things I know so far is that Benjamin levels really slowly. Not as slow as Churchill, I don't believe. But definitely not as fast as other heroes. So if I were to guess, I think he's like the second most expensive hero to upgrade. Like if you just look at base prices, then that's what I think is the case. Anyways, let's use the ability because it looks like we're gonna leak. Get that 2 layers per pop on these monkeys. And you'll notice once they time out, yeah, broken connection. Tower's unable to attack for 2 seconds. So an interesting mechanic. Makes it so that you should think about when to use it, not just use it willy-nilly, because there is a drawback to using it. Bloon Trojan. Every few seconds sends a new Trojan to a random balloon on the screen. And look at this. The affected balloons doesn't spawn any children when it's destroyed, so it looks good, doesn't it? It looks super overpowered, does it not? At face value, that's definitely looks like the case, but I'm gonna show you once we get the upgrade why it actually hurts the tower more than it helps. But yeah, let's try to save up for this bank. 3,200 bucks again. We should be able to afford it very soon considering how much money we're getting from Benjamin and the farms. Although yeah, granted 5% extra income from banks is really not a lot. At least not enough to make me want to use banks. Or force me to use banks, that is. I mean, obviously banks are still the way to go. They are the most efficient if you cash out at the right time. But hey, just for this update, gotta try out the bank. See how much further that 5% extra income takes us. Although, if you ask me, probably not a lot. Anyways, you see this? You see this white balloon? It's like pixelated or some random viruses on it. Well, that's a Trojan. That's the level 7 ability, and if you look closely, you'll see if it gets popped. There are no children that spawn. You see that? It's easier to see with this rainbow, considering it's a bigger balloon. Yep, there it is. But let me just explain right now, actually, yeah. I think now's a good time to explain why it's actually an upgrade that will hurt you more than help you. Because here's the thing. You guys know that you get money from popping balloons, right? Well, at least I hope you know at this point. If you don't know, then either you don't play this game a lot, or you definitely need some help. But the issue with Benjamin here is that if he puts a Trojan on a balloon, you will only get 1 money from it, no matter what. So that basically offsets the money you gain from Benjamin himself later in the game. I mean, imagine if he affects a Moab class balloon. which you can take down easily, for example, then you just lost out on like what? A couple $100? And imagine that keeps on happening, because again, it's a constant thing. It happens every like couple seconds. So you're seeing right now, this lead balloon, we're only gonna get 1 money from it, which of course does not seem like a lot of money you lose. Like, okay, you're losing $20 from this white balloon. Big deal, right? Kinda is. It adds up. But yeah, if you thought that was bad, the level 7 ability, it gets worse. It gets worse, guys. Like, this is not the only upgrade that hurts your tower, or just your game in general. There's actually another upgrade later on, and I'll tell you about it once we get to that point. I think now is also a good time to mention, let me just use the ability. Actually, hold that thought, because you just saw that right there. Benjamin just Trojaned that Moab, and we got nothing from it. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We just lost out on a couple $100, and it's only going to get worse. But thankfully, we have farms to offset that. If we didn't have any banks, then yeah, I'd be super screwed at this point. And that would be an understatement. But what I was going to say was, if you're noticing it at all, I don't know if you can notice it or not, but if I am speaking a little differently than I do in my other videos, well, because a couple of days ago I had to get some of my wisdom teeth removed, and it was pretty damn painful. And right now it's been, as of this commentary, it's been about 48 hours since I had them pulled out, so I'm not 100% in terms of talking just yet. But I'll try my best to commentate as normal as I can, just in case you were wondering and you noticed. Should we just remove all this land, just to see what this map really has to offer? Yeah, let's do that. Let's build this for 350 bucks. Engine over here. Build this for 500. Let's make this shit a city. Let's turn this into New York City, boys. High rises everywhere. Rooftops with trees. How about this one? 1,500 bucks. It looks like the further ones on these sides, they cost a lot of money to build, and I guess that's because, one, it's more realistic to have these high rises, or these taller buildings. Cost more, of course. It also gives you a lot more land space for farms. Anyways, this bank is full. Let's collect from it. I couldn't really notice whether or not that 5% made a difference, but I will just assume it does make a difference. Because we definitely need it to make a difference, otherwise we'll lose so much money from Benjamin. Speaking of Benjamin, let's look at level 9. Bank hack increased to 10%, sorry, 8%. So 5 to 8%, not bad, I guess. I mean, I guess that means we get our bank full 1 round earlier, which in the long run can make a difference, although again, probably not too significant. Let's get an aircraft carrier. I think that should basically take us to round 60 and beyond. Although I don't plan on stopping around 60. I mean, it's a new update, guys. We gotta see all of Benjamin's upgrades first, of course. Doesn't make sense to stop once we hit 60 and then not see level 20 Benjamin in action. In fact, once I get enough income, I'm gonna start pouring all my money into Benjamin. So for now, let's start spamming some farms or banks. Because I think with this aircraft carrier and the alchemist, we should allow us to solo pretty far. Speaking of the alchemist, there also have been balance changes in this update. In case you didn't know, I will leave a link to all the patch notes in the description in case you're curious, because I don't plan to go over all of them today. I mean, there's a lot to go through, so if you want to take a look into every single detail, then yeah, just refer to the link. But there also have been a few balance changes, like for one, the unstable cock, you know, the thing I use to beat hashtag ouch on chimps, has been nerfed, or at least bug fixed. I'm not sure whether or not it was a bug that it did so much damage before, but it was so overpowered that I have to assume it is bugged. Although this top half alchemist is still really strong, so not going to give up on the alchemist, of course. Anyways, is it just me, or did the banks not flash when they were full? I guess I'll have to see again once this guy gets full, because I swear to God I did not see it flash, but it was already full. We'll get back to that later, though. Think for now, you know the drill. Let's build these side buildings. Yes, this gives us so much space. Enough space for 2 full banks, so let's keep on building this income. Gonna try to get to around 100. Because Ninja Kiwi added a nice little QL change in this update, because they know a lot of us complained about not being able to see what the insta-monkey we got after beating round 100. Anyways, you're seeing this? The Trojans. We get no money from these blimps. Nothing. You're looking at it right now. 0. And I believe it looks like he's targeting, I don't know. Is he targeting strong or is he targeting random? I guess it's because he doesn't have camo protection, so he doesn't actually put Trojans on the camo balloons, it looks like. But that definitely really hurts, guys. I think at this point, the money we gain from using Benjamin is lower than the money we lose from this Trojan. Anyways, here's level 10. This is the ability I'm talking about, or the second thing that makes Benjamin really bad. Yes, I'm serious, guys. Using an ability makes Benjamin worse. Let's get level 10, and we'll read it. So, downgrades most newly spawned balloons by 1 rank. So, I don't know if this means it affects every single balloon, so does it affect a bad balloon and turns it into a ZMG? I don't know. We can find out on round 100. I think I'm going to test it on round 60 though, see if the BFB turns into a Moab. But here's the issue that I have with this thing. Much like the Trojan ability, you don't get money from the original balloon that you downgrade. So say you get like $1,000 from popping the BFB, well, if you turn the BFB into a Moab, you do not get $1,000, you only get a fraction of that. And no, the second part does not actually offset it. Cash per pop from affected balloons is double. Nope. You lose more than half the money if you downgrade the BFB into a Moab. I will activate it right now. And let's see if it changes. No, it does not. Okay. I guess maybe it'll start working once we get higher level Benjamin, but nope. Does not seem to work on the BFB, so thank God, I guess. Because at least we get money from popping this BFB. Doesn't look like the Trojan also works on it. Anyways, into free play now. Yeah guys, it's bugged. Look. Look at this bank over here, it's full. 12.5k, but it's not flashing. Well, I guess with an update always comes glitches and bugs. I think we found one here that's not very nice. Anyways, we'll use level 10 again on round 63, so hold on, let's use it. Does it turn all the surroundings into rainbows? I believe it does, although it's kind of hard to see because our Kira flagship is in the way. Sorry guys, I kind of had to pull the trigger. I have so much money at this point because of all these banks. It's kind of hard to tell over here, but yeah, I guess it did turn into rainbows, so we did lose some money on that. Like, you might be thinking right now, wait ISAB, why are you trashing Benjamin so much? You're getting so much money because of all these banks and the extra money he's giving you, but trust me guys, if we were playing on a harder map, we would not have been able to get as many banks. So that means Benjamin would have cost us even more money. Equals not good. AKA the harder the game mode, the worse Benjamin is. Like, he's probably OP as fuck on Logs Easy mode. But yeah, in case you didn't know, don't try this guy on Chimps mode. I'm telling you right now. See what the end result is once we get rid of everything over here. I believe that's it, yes. There it is, guys. Here's high finance in the future. The before and after of it, basically. Not half bad. Pretty nice looking map. Definitely has a lot more detail than the other maps. I was just kind of worried a little earlier because the map looked a little too cluttered. Like, sometimes too much detail may not be a good thing, at least in my opinion. Sometimes simple maps may be the way to go, but I like the visuals of this map, at least after all the buildings have been built. Although before that, it did look a little bit messy, all the construction and all that. Though obviously, construction is supposed to be messy. But I'm just saying in general. But yeah, back to Benjamin over here. Skimming increased to $2 per balloon spawn. I guess 2 is better than 1, of course. And level 13, Biohack affects 6 monkeys for 8 seconds. Let's actually keep upgrading this guy, considering we have so much money at this point. Thanks to all these banks. And by the way, he does not attack still. He's like a banana farm, but also debuffs balloons. And buffs towers as well, so think of it as like a banana farm plus alchemist combined. Like, we're talking the farm plus the rubber to gold upgrade on the alchemist, plus the debuff of the alchemist, plus the buffs on the alchemist. Now, honestly, I don't know if this is intended, whether or not you're supposed to lose money or not get the full money with the Trojan or this ability over here. Because honestly, right now, I'm kind of thinking this level 10 ability is really not a good upgrade to use, because if you do use it, sure, it'll help you beat whatever you had trouble with, but you do lose out money from using this thing. So in the end, is it really worth it in the long run? Because it's kind of like a snowball effect. If you keep losing money in the early game, you don't have as much come late game, and yeah, you know what happens at the end of that. Anyways, level 14, let's get that. At 10 lives per round, it can go up to 100 over starting lives. Okay. I think at the point you get this upgrade, lives are really not going to be an issue. Like, the difference between 250 and 150 lives, yeah, 99.99% chance that won't make a difference in a legit game. But sure. Level 15, income increased to $500 per round. Let's get it. Again, the only gripe I have about this is that at the point you get this guy, because obviously in a harder game mode, you would not have this much money. AKA, you would not have as much money to spend on upgrading this guy. But at the point you get this guy, by letting him upgrade, $500 is really not going to be a lot in just one round. But level 16, Bloons Trojan is sent more often. Great, I lose even more money. Level 17, again, very, very useful come late game, where the rounds are super long. And you're already gaining 10k plus per round. I'm sure that 800 bucks will come a long way. Oh yes, level 18, here's where the good shit is. Level 18, Bloons Trojan can affect BFB and DDT balloons. So in translation, Bloons Trojan can lose you even more money. Sure, why not? And level 19, Biohack lasts 9 seconds. And Effector Monkeys pop 2 extra layers. Okay, I don't have a joke about this upgrade. It actually has no downsides. And last but not least, level 20. Siphon funding lasts 20 seconds and the cash is tripled. So in other words, you most likely still will be losing money if you buy this. So let's finally finish it off with level 20 Benjamin over here. Level 80. We'll see if this affects the ZOMG. It turns it into a BFB. I highly doubt it works on the bad. I mean, that would be a little overpowered. Let's use it. Oh shit. Might have used it a little bit too late, so I can't see exactly if it turns if it works on the ZOMG. See all these zeros and ones he's putting up? Yeah, that's how he's hacking. Benjamin is actually going to be Trojaning a lot of the strong balloons, aka you lose out pretty much on all the money on them. I guess right now you can't really see because there's too many balloons, so there's too many Moabs right now, but you see how many BFBs it's affecting right now? 2 of them. So far 2 of these are not getting us any money at all. So this is finally where our banks come in handy. Anyways, we can use level 10 ability for the second ZOMG. So far we see one of them come out, and the second one, yes, it does actually affect it. Because if you didn't know, round 85, it does have 2 ZOMGs. But you see only one BFB spawned, and then another ZOMG. And that BFB was also Trojan, so we got a whopping 1 money from it. Cool. Also, this round we're also gonna get 0 money. Look at our cash counts. This round is supposed to net you a couple $1,000, but we got how much money? 0? 1? Yeah, pretty much close to 0. Trying to place it on the roof here, but you can't place it. How about over here? Okay. You can place it on this rooftop, so sure, let's do that. We'll get this guy to an Archmage once we can afford him, but of course, again, with Benjamin over here, he's gonna make you lose out on a lot of money. Oh, we might lose here actually. Let's use the level 3 ability, which is actually more beneficial than not, by the way. Because I think he's given all the monkeys 2 layers. So you're like double alchemisting all your towers, or all the towers within range, for a good 9 seconds. Granted, they'll be off cooldown for like 2 seconds, but I'd say it's definitely worth it. Here's level 90. We'll use the level 10 ability. Just so that DDTs... No, okay. I thought it would work on DDTs. I guess we have to give camo detection on this guy. So can we place the village over here? Because I thought his level 10 ability would downgrade the DDTs, but I guess since he doesn't have camo, it's not actually working, huh? Well, I'm not sure what I can do because you can't place a village over here. Well, that kind of sucks. Because honestly, I feel like DDTs are the one thing that he wouldn't excel in if we use the ability. Anyways, we have so much money. Let's get a Comanche on the side over here. Just to make sure that we're alive. Don't want to die in round 90, late 90s. And then have to use, like, continue. No thanks, I like to save my monkey money. I believe the bug has been fixed where the little helipads do not get camo if you get the village afterwards. So thank God for that. Here's proof that you get legit no money from this round because of the Trojan. Like, take a close look at the money and the Trojans it's affecting. We got like less than 2k that round. And generally you're supposed to get way more than that. Again, I don't know if it's a bug or a feature, but so far I think we might have found a hero that's actually worse than Striker Jones. Yes, I said it. Worse than Striker Jones. At least in most situations. Like, again, on easy maps, you should not have a problem with this. But on harder maps, you're better off just using Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is always the go-to choice, in my opinion. There are new advanced challenges that come alongside the daily challenge, because I don't know if you knew, but there are a lot of people that complain that the daily challenges were too easy, and I agree. Like, I'm legit saying half the time, the daily challenge was like easy mode on an easy map. So for us experienced players, it was kind of like a joke, aka not worth doing, other than for like the reward. So I'm glad they made a second option so that, you know, the more experienced players can actually have a challenge to play every day. At least I believe it's every day, so if you guys want me to take care of some of those challenges, then I definitely don't mind doing that. I believe some of them are also community submitted, or at least all of them. All of them, not most of them, are community submitted. So it should be fun to try out some user challenges, basically, in this game. Anyways, here's 98. I'm just going to use level 10 ability just in case. This round should, on average, net us like $15,000. But let's see how much money we lose with Benjamin and using his ability. But yeah, was anyone keeping track there? Because I swear that we got less than 10k that round. And that, folks, is why you should not use Benjamin, at least not in its current state. I really do think this is an oversight by Ninja Kiwi, and if it was intentional, then I really hope that they do fix it. Or at least make it so that Benjamin does not hurt you more than help. Anyways, here's the bad. I actually did not use the ability for it, but I'm 99.999% sure that using this does not work on the bad. If they did that, I'll actually make it so that I wouldn't complain about him anymore, but nope. I highly doubt it. Let's use his level 3. Level 10 won't work on him now that he spawned. And let's take a look and see what Insta-Monkey we get. No longer have to rely on just this. Oh shit, are we alive? 170 lives, oh boy. Okay, I didn't think it was this close, but I guess this is why it's an advanced map then. I did not realize how short this track was. Only a tiny U-shape to go, but I think this should do it. We can use Benjamin's level 3 again for the extra 2 layers, and if we die here, then I'm gonna just use to continue. But no, we did it. Insta-Monkey 030 Sniper Monkey. Cool, pretty useless Insta-Monkey, but hey, at least we know what we got this time. And there it is, guys. Round 100 on High Finance. And Benjamin, level 20 Benjamin. I'm gonna cut it here, but don't worry, there'll be a lot more to come. This is not all there is to the 3.0 update, so there's still a lot of new content to go through, but this is the biggest part of it. Again, if you want to see more, make sure to sub. Turn on those notifications so you can watch them as they come out. That's going to do it for me. I will see you guys in the next video.